Hello, hi, welcome to all of you. Welcome to English Gurukul. English means English Gurukul. Hi friend, how are you? I think all of you are fine. Everything is going good. You feel good. All the family members feel good for you because you are doing very good work for your family. So today I have come here to tell you about the success story of Jack Ma. So before talking about the success story of Jack Ma, I gonna discuss about something which is very essential and very important for us. So my friend, my name is Biplab Das. I am a faculty of English Gurukul where I teach English language to all my students for civil service and also spoken English. So all of you have understood and also know about Jack Ma, but I have to tell something because there are so many peoples around me, they wanted to know something about Jack Ma. That's why today I initiated this topic and I'm gonna discuss regarding this topic very properly. I will try to tell you something. The quotation which was said by Jack Ma, that today is hard. He said that never give up, today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, and the day after tomorrow will be sunshine. So by saying his quotation, he wanted to give a great message to all of us. And if you visit YouTube channel, you can get a lot of ideas and also the learnings of Jack Ma, and which is very crucial and fundamental and very basics for our education. And if we implement day by day and utilize it, and if we make it principle in our day-to-day life, then our life will become excellent. So let's begin the success story of Jack Ma. Actually, Jack Ma was a guy who came from very poor background, very poor family, and he was the one of the perfect person in his society, because he belongs to a middle class family, poor background, and after completion of his graduation he wanted to study more and more, but unfortunately due to some money he did not study, and he struggles a lot of in his life and career. Today lakhs and lakhs of people are doing job in his company. That means Jack Ma is giving or providing a great opportunity lakhs and lakhs of people in his company today. If I talk about the biography of Jack Ma was born on 10 September 1964. His parents were traditionally musicians. He has a younger sister and also he has a younger brother. When Jack Ma was child, he was fond of learning English language, but unfortunately in China there was not nobody liked to speak English language, but Jack Ma was so fond of learning this language. So what happened, Jack Ma lived in Hangzhou in China. In Hangzhou, China, once upon a time Richard M. Nixon visited China. Richard M. Nixon was the former America's president, and he visited China in Hangzhou. When he visited there, he liked this place. It was so beautiful place. And after that, the government of China, they make it a tourist spot. When Hangzhou became a tourist spot, Jack Ma worked there as a tourist guide because he wanted to improve his English language. In this tourist spot, there were so many foreigners There are so many persons who came from outside of China. They know well English, and when they visited that place, then Jack Ma wanted to speak English with them, because Jack Ma was so fond of learning this English knowledge. He want to build the English skills in his life, and that's why he always tried to speak English with the foreigners. That's why he worked there for 9 years as a tourist guide. Every day he pedaled 25 kilometers, and he served the tourist and tried to speak English with them. After that, when he completed his school, that means after completion of his school, he want to study further. He want to study or admit in the college. He want to admit in the college. But unfortunately, what happened, when the entrance exam was going on, he had given the exam 2 times, but he failed. But in 3rd times, when he faced the exam, he passed out and he completed his degree. After completion of degree, he wanted, or I can say, he applied Harvard University for more than 10 times. More than 10 times this guy Jack Ma applied to study, but unluckily and unfortunately Jack Ma did not get chance to study Harvard University, and he got admission in the normal University of China and completed his graduation. So this was the biography of Jack Ma. If I talk about the career, when he entered in job searching, that means when he was searching job, at that time what happened, Jack Ma find 50 jobs, but unfortunately the 50 companies where he applied for job, everyone rejected him. That means Jack Ma was rejected by each and every company. That means 50 companies he applied for getting job, but unluckily, or you can say unfortunately, he was rejected. After that, he applied for police job, and also they rejected by saying 4 words that you are not good enough, and they rejected him. That means Jack Ma was again rejected by the police officers. Are you getting my point, my friend? After that, Jack Ma again applied for job in KFC. When he applied job in KFC, there were 24 people, and out of 24 people, 23 people were selected for KFC. But only one guy, his name is Jack Ma, he was rejected. Do you understand, my friend, what was going on at that time in the mind of Jack Ma? Are you getting my point? Jack Ma was so frustrated, desperate, anxious, worried, embarrassed. But nowadays what happened, my friend, when people did not select, what happened? They commit suicide, they commit unnecessary thing, they drink alcohol, they do unnecessary activities in the society. Am I correct, Shubh, or wrong? So they are doing unnecessary things. When someone fail 1 time or 2 times, they are depressed, they thought that I am not ready, or I am not for any job, so I have to finish myself. So this kind of thought is going on nowadays in each and everybody's mind. But Jack Ma was at that time was very frustrated, but he did not take any wrong decisions. what happened after that? Jack Ma got a job in an college, and he was the guest lecturer. When he became a guest lecturer, along with that, Jack Ma established, or I can say Jack Ma started a translation service company. When he started a translation service company, he made one project. Why did he make project? Because without having project, nobody gives loan to him. That's why he made a project. After making project, he went to US. That means Jack Ma visits US. And when he visited US, first time Jack Ma was introduced to computers and internet. And he was so surprised and very happy after getting this. What happened? First word he had searched in the internet was beer, B-E-E-R, beer. This word he had searched. After searching, he had seen that the name of each and every countries were there except China. The name of China was not there. So he decided that there has to be some potential. He had to make some business over there in China, and that's why he make a page. It is called China page. China page, he built it for the entrepreneurs or for the businessmen, those who can do the business with the rest of this world. This kind of work had done by Jack Ma for the society. But nowadays what happened, when people got rejected only 1 or 2 times, they thought that they are not good enough, they are depressed, they are desperate, they are embarrassed totally, and they finish their life. But Jack Ma is a proper example in front of us. We can learn and we can build so many ideas, so many learnings from him, and we should implement it, by which we can easily develop the morality, humanity, and do something for the society. So this kind of example, he is very successful person, and if we understand about the life story of Jack Ma, then we'll get many messages from the life story of Jack Ma. And I know that if you also implement, you read the success story of any people, not only Jack Ma, any success story, then also you will get many messages. You will get a lot of messages, lots of messages from them. And if you, again I am telling, if you implement it, if you utilize it, if you make it execution, then automatically your life will become sophisticated. Your life will 360 degree, your life will be changed 360 degree. So it is very important. So Jack Ma, he had done something for the society. That means all the entrepreneurs, businessmen, he thought about the entrepreneurs, he thought about the businessmen. He wanted to join the internet with the whole world. He want that every entrepreneurs of China, every businessman of China can do the business with the whole world. After that, what happened? He made I have told you the China page made by Jack Ma, but unfortunately this China page, due to lack of money, due to lack of asset or wealth, the company shuts down due to lack of money. After that, what happened? Again he applied for job, and he got a job in the Ministry of Foreign Trade and Economic Cooperation. But he did not get any interest in that job, and he refused the job, he rejected the job. And after rejecting the job, with 17 people, he made a company, and the name of the company is, I know that everybody know, the name of the company is what? Alibaba.com. He made this company, and he wanted to raise the funds, because without fund or without money or wealth, you cannot run a company very easily. You need funds. So he wanted to raise more and more funds. That's why he talked with each and every country's stockholders. He talked with each and every country's businessmen, and at last Goldman Sachs and SoftBank invested $25 million in Alibaba.com. And when they invest $25 million, Jack Ma promised them that they will not get in loss. And today everybody know that after few years, the Alibaba.com became the world largest IPO. The world largest IPO. And today, Jack Ma and his company, that means and his team, crossed the worth of $25 billion and became one of the richest company till date. And every year Jack Ma spends or donates, I can say, millions of dollars for education and health industries, for the good people of the health. So this kind of job he is doing for the society of China. So I think that we got a great lesson just by understanding the life story of Jack Ma. Jack Ma was so unsuccessful person at that time when he was searching job, when nobody was giving job, nobody was so kind for him, nobody was there. But today he is providing the opportunity to all the people. Thousands and thousands people are working in his industry, in his company. Such kind of mentality or behavior, or I can say attitude, is more important in our society, or I can say in our country. So we should do something for the country. Don't say that what country do for you, but always say that what you do for your country. So always you remember that we should do something for the country, then we can become as successful like Jack Ma. This is very important personality. He is very important personality, and he is very great person for me, also for all of you. So everyone, we should learn the success story of Jack Ma. And when Jack Ma interviewed, and Jack Ma was asked various questions, and which kind of questions he faced and which kind of question he answered properly, and today I gonna discuss with you. Once a news reporter asked him that how successful people thinks. Jack Ma was asked that how successful people thinks about life, and he answered and replied very carefully that if you want to become a successful person, if you want to do something miracle in your life, if you want to become an impeccable or dictionary speaker, because if you want to become a great, you should be a leader. That means if you have the quality of leadership, that means automatically you have to have the quality of speaking or communication skill. Until you have the power of communication skill, until you have the power of speaking skills, you cannot become a great leader. So if you want to become an impeccable and dictionary speaker, there has to be some process, and you have to maintain all this process, then you can become extraordinary. He told the news reporter. For that reason, you have to maintain something else. You have to have some clear goals. Jack Ma said that you should have clear goals. Where? Now I am speaking with you. I am talking with you over here. You see that how many people have clear goals. Am I correct, Shubha? If you find that only 1 to 2% people have clear goals, Jack Ma said, only 2 to 3% people have clear goals. That means they have clarity of life. But the rest of the people, they don't have clear goals. They don't have the clarity of life. That is a big problem. This is a mysterious. Jack Ma said one very nice quotation in his speech that one of the rules for success is that it does not matter where you are coming from, but where you are going is solely determined by yourself and your own thoughts. Wow, what kind of information or knowledge we can learn from him. Although this quotation had been taken from some book, but this quotation said by him. So when I just went through this book, when I just understood this concept, really I changed my life, I transformed my life completely. And Jack Ma said, why clear goals is important, why clear goals or clarity of life is important? Because if you have clarity, then it can increase your confidence, it can improve the quality of your life, it can improve the competence, it can accelerate up and gearing up the knowledge or the levels of motivation. So that's why the sales trainer Top Hopkins says the goals are the fuel of the furnace of achievement. If you have clarity of your goals, then you can achieve or accomplish what you want. After that, Jack Ma said that successful people think differently, and he has given 2 principles. And what are those principles? I want to tell you. The principles are, number 1, you have to have, or he said that successful people have this courage to think that what they want. The principle number is, the successful people think that, number 1, what they want. And what they want is solely determined by their own thoughts, and they are single-mindedly focused on their goals day in, day out, every time round the clock. So that's why successful people are different, Jack Ma said. And we got the idea from the success story of Jack Ma. Second thing he said, first of all, they thought that what they want. Second thing is that how to get it or how to achieve it. That means, suppose you think that I want to become, suppose let's say a teacher, or suppose doctor, engineer, whatever your dream is about, I don't know. But whatever your dream, if you want to think that I want to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer, I want to become a professor, that means how to get into it, you have to think about it. That means you should make out a plan, how can I achieve it. So these 2 parameters are very important for all of us, because also I am learning from all of them, also from you. You are very genius guy, and I feel very proud while I am speaking in front of you guys. And those 2 parameters are very important. Jack Ma gave a very good example. Very good example I gonna discuss. This example was that Jack Ma said that living without clear goals, that means you are driving a car in a thick fog. He said, in a thick fog, you cannot drive a car fast. That means you always drive a car slowly and gradually. Although the road is so smoothest, but you always drive slowly. Why? Because there is thick fog. That means in our life we don't have the clarity of goals, we don't have the clear goals. That means we drive very slowly, making little progress. But sometimes what happens, when we get any problem in our life, we'll be frustrated, we'll lose it. That's why when you just make a goal, automatically, immediately, what happen? All the problem will be resolved. Are you getting my point? When you just make out your goal or plan a goal, automatically what will happen? Immediately the fogs will be disappear, and you can easily drive the car. You can drive very fast. You will not get any problem in your life and career. So it is essential for us. We should abide by him because he is a successful person, and we should abide by him because if we abide by the rules and regulation, the system of Jack Ma, then automatically our life will be improved. So that's why I am telling it from heart of my house, from my heart out, that everyone should understand the life story and implement it. After that, the people asked him another question, that the news reporter asked him, so why don't people have goals? Why don't people make out their goal? What is the reason behind it? You are telling that everyone should make goal, but problem is that why people don't have goals? Why people don't make their goals? Why they are always busy to get job? Because in the society, everyone is finding job, but why people don't make a good goal that they want to become a successful one? Then Jack Ma replied very nicely, and he talked about 4 factors, and I am telling to you about these 4 factors, and after just telling these 4 factors, you will understand that why people don't set goals. Here the question is very important. Why thousands and thousands and crores of people don't have these goals? Only 1 to 2% people have goals, but why don't have other people? Number one is, people thought that, Jack Ma said, number one is, people thought that goals are not important. What? Again I tell you, people thought that goals are not important. Most of the people thought that goals are not important in their life and career. Because when we grow up in a home, or we socialize ourselves with a group or friends where no one discussed about goals. Goals neither discussed nor valued. I will ask you one question. That how many of you family members talk about the goals? Just look around you, that how many family members or how many of your friend circle, or when you just enter into a group, how many of your friends, family members talk about the goals? But 1 to 2% or 3% people talk about the goals, but rest of the world, they don't think that goals are important. That is a big problem which Jack Ma asserted. Again, the second point, Jack Ma reiterated or vowed or uttered that most of the people thought that goals, actually they don't know how to make it. First one is what? Goals are not important, people thought. Second one is that people thought, or people don't know how to make it, how to set goals. Most of the people don't know how to set goals, how to make goals. Maximum number of people don't know. If you ask them, even worse also, it is, I have experienced this thing in my own life and career, that even worse, they think that they have already goals. If you tell them that do you have a goals, they will tell, yes, I have already goals. Actually, it is not their goals, my friends. It is merely fantasies. It is fantasies. Why? Because if I say to you that be happy, have a nice family, make a lot of money, it is called a fantasies. And goals and fantasies, there has to different things. it is distinctly different from each other. Goals will be always written, clear, written, specific, measurable and time bounded. And your goals should be clear and it can easily tell to someone else. You can easily tell about your goals to someone else. But if you have fantasies, that means you don't have the clarity of your goals. You cannot tell to someone else very easily. So that is the distinctly difference between the goals and fantasies. Always remember this point. Actually, people don't know how to set goals. This is the number 2 point. Number 3 is the fear of failure. Shubha, can we go a little bit here? Third thing is the fear of failure. What is about the fear of failure? Suppose, actually I have experienced all those things. When I ask someone else that do you have any goals, do you have list of goals, they say actually I don't have list of goals. Previously I had, but unfortunately nowadays I am not making goals. I asked him, why don't you make goals? He said that previously I got failureness, I got many problems in my life and career. I invested a lot of money in my life, that's why nowadays I am not making it. That means the fear of failureness also a one example that don't decide their goal. Number 4, I will not extend it. Number 4 is the fear of rejection. What happened? People are not so courage enough. They don't have so much courage to take any action. They always think that if I fail, this if word you should omit from your life. Previously, I talk about bibs. Shubha, did I talk about the bibs or not? In the previous videos, I talk about the bibs. There was only one letter was there, I, and also I told them what would be the what I stands for. You will find out. At that time, I did not say about I. Today, I am telling I is if. This if word you should omit or delete from your dictionary of life. If someone criticize me, if someone tell me some not good enough, so at that time what should I do? So this fear of rejection, due to fear of rejection, people don't decide goal. These 4 factors are said by Jack Ma, and he is so brilliant guy, and he is doing great job for the whole world. So this was the life lessons of Jack Ma, and also I talk about the biography and career of Jack Ma. So I will tell you something from my side also. I will tell you a story which is inspirational story, which might be effective for your upcoming and forthcoming life. If you listen it, heed it, then automatically I think that you will reach your destination very easily. The story is 2 frogs. Once upon a time, there were a group of frogs. When they was traveling into the forest, or I can say woods, 2 of them, means 2 frogs, all of a sudden fell into the deep pit, and the other frog assembled or crowded around the pit, and they wanted to see how much deep the pit was. And when they saw the pit was so deep, they told that there was no hope. They cannot come out of the pit very easily. But the 2 frogs, they continually try. They jumps out again and again to come out of this pit. Despite their efforts, the other frogs at the top they demotivated them, and they demotivated, demoralizing them, that you cannot come out of this pit very easily because it was so deep. And one of the frogs listened them. Are you getting my point? One of the frogs listened them, their words, what they are telling from the top side, and he falls down and death. That means he did not try to come out. That means he lived to try to do something. That's why he finished his life. But another frog, he continually tried to come out as hard as possible for him. He could. And he is doing very hard work to come out from the pit. And continuously he was striving to come out, and they were, the other frogs who were just at the top around the pit, they told that don't do this hard work. Don't do it. Please stop. Please stop to do the hard work. Please stop to come out from this pit. It will be better for you. You should die. Don't do hard work. So this kind of things are coming out. This kind of pressures are coming in his mind. But he strived to do hard work to come out of this mouth, and at last he came out of this pit. He got up, and when he got up, the other frogs asked him, didn't you hear what we say? The frogs replied he said, the frog replied that actually I am deaf. I can't hear. When I was in the pit, I thought that all of you are motivating me, encouraging me to come out of this deep pit. And according to your thinking process, I just come out. I thought that you are encouraging me, motivating me to come out. That's why finally I got come out from this pit. Thank you, my friends. And after he saying, he left out from there. So what is the moral of this story, my friend? What do you understand from this story? You will get two types of people in the society. You will get two types of people in the society. Number one, who always tell you what is impossible for you. They always tell you that this thing is impossible for you. You cannot do it. It is not made for you. You can't become extraordinary in your life and career. Am I sure correct or wrong? But other people, they always motivate you, encourage you, and always take you to the next level. And others always demotivate you, demoralize you, deteriorating you, depressing you. They always try to underestimate you, undermine you. But the other people always encourage you, motivate you, and tell you what would be the good things for your upcoming and forthcoming life. And if you abide by all those things, and if you go along with the good people, good positive mindset, then your life also will be changed. So what we understood about the moral of this story? The moral of this story is that before opening your mouth, you must think that, or you should think that there might be difference between, suppose before opening, when you open your mouth, at that time you must think that your talking or your suggestion or advice might be difference between life and death. So always speak the good things, always speak the necessary things which would be beneficial for the society and for the child. I think all of you are getting my point. The third thing is that I want to say that nowadays people got frustrated, people are desperate. So next thing I want to mention over here, that struggles of life. People are struggling and they are frustrated, one. Is not it? So always you remember one point, my friend. Tame the monkeys of your mind. And all of you have experienced, all of you have seen that monkey. I think that all of you have seen the monkey. What the nature of monkey, what the behavior of monkey. Monkey keeps jumps from one branch to another branch. In the same way, we have a mind. Our mind is also like a monkey. We have thoughts, we have ideas. Our thoughts also keeps jumping from one idea to another idea, one thought to another thought. So how could you tame the monkey of your mind? Though there has to be some process, and if we apply this process, we can easily tame our mind, monkeys of mind. Number one is do meditation every day. Do meditation. Do exercise. Do concentration exercise. And if you do it regular basics, and read good books. Good books means what? Every day I say this thing, read good books. Read means which books. Whenever you read some books, suppose you read books, which books you should read? You should read the books which can make you feel good, make you feel positive, make you feel something extraordinary. This kind of good books you should read every day. And if you read it, then automatically the tame of your monkey will be reduced. And nothing is impossible, my friend. Nothing is impossible. If you ask this question to successful one, that if I want to succeed in my life and career, that people said that it is impossible. The word itself says that I am possible. The word itself says impossible. That means I am possible. So you have to make a habit every day. It is possible. I am possible. I am possible. I am possible. Make a habit this one. And when you make it that I am possible, then something will come out from your heart that you want to do. So always remember that nothing is impossible, everything is possible if you want. And third thing, always you remember, always be like a ball. Don't be bubble in your life. Because when bubble touch something else, it bursts out. It bursts. But when ball touches something, it bounces back. So successful people always like a ball. They are like a ball because when they fall down, they bounce back. So in our life also, we should be like a ball. When you fall down, we should be bounce back. If you like a bubble, that means you never bounce back, you will be burst. You will be negative totally. So it would be very healthy discussion for us that you should be ball, not like a bubble. And last thing I want to say that all those things whatever I discussed over here, until you implement all those things in your upcoming and forthcoming life, nothing will be changed. So Shubho, lastly, can I say one story? Do you have time? Lastly, I want to say a story to all of you, struggles of life. Once upon a time, a girl asked his father about the struggles of life. Actually, she did not like her job. She didn't understand what will she do in his upcoming life, because she was so frustrated and desperate with his work, because she thought that when one problem is resolved, another problem followed. So she was so frustrated. That's why she asked a very important question, that actually what should I do? Then her father was a chef and take her to the kitchen, and the father he filled 3 pots with water and placed all of them on the high fire. And after 2 to 3 minutes, the father placed potato in one pot. In second one, he placed or put the eggs, and in the third one, he put or placed the coffee beans. And the girl was waiting for the next 20 minutes. The father also was waiting. After 20 minutes, her father placed, the potato took, her father took the potato out of the pot and placed into the bowl, and he pulled the egg out of the water and put into the bowl, and also he ladled the coffee beans out of the pot and put into the cup, and asked her daughter that what do you see? The daughter hastily said that I have seen that egg, potato and coffee. The father replied that come closer and watch very properly with very intention. What do you feel, see right now? What do you observe? What are you getting? When she touches the egg which was very fragile, and it was inside, it was a liquid, and there was a shell over it which was protect the liquid. And the potato was previously, it was very hard, and it became soft after boiling of water. After 20 minutes the potato was very hard and it became the soft, and the egg which was very fragile, very soft, and it became very hard. And the coffee beans, it was so unique, and it became one aroma. The girls got a aroma, rich aroma coming out from these coffee beans. And the father asked her a question, which one you are? Yeah, so in this way the girl replied that actually I don't understand, can you make me understand? The father replied, in our life whenever we knocked some problems, the more important thing is that how can you respond or how can you react it. It would be more important things. That means the amount of heat, the amount of fire, the potato, eggs and the coffee beans, they got the same amount of adversity, same amount of heat, but they produced different kinds of result. That means each of them respond and react differently. So in our life, when difficulties come, problems come, worries come, how to respond and react, you have to choose it properly. Then your life will become very nice, very soft, very good. So my friend, today I have talked about so many topics. I have talked about the life history, about Jack Ma. I have talked about so many topics. I think all of you have understood my purpose. I want you to know about this fact, because it is very essential for us to improve our life, to upgrade our life, to uplift our life, to accelerate our knowledge, to gearing up our knowledge. It is very important for us. So I wanted to give a good message. So my friend, you should implement it in your life, utilize it, use it. Your life will be changed vehemently and vigorously. So for today, thank you. Have a good day. Wish you all the best. Bye bye. Tata. Take care.